Hello in advance to everyone who comes, everyone who watches this later. Thank you so much for tuning in. It is Wednesday, December 14th at 1:20 p.m. And I was like, let's go live because I had so much fun with you guys last week. So I'm mostly sitting here talking to myself, and it's so cold in our house. I have the heat on. Wayner has some clothes on. Wayner, say hello. Wave hello. Hi, everyone. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Angelique. How are you? How is everyone doing today? Hi, Brianna. Hi, Lady J. Hello. Hello, hello. Wayner is here. Alert. Guys, how is the weather where you are? It is so cold here. It's so cold. Let's see what the weather is like here in Pittsburgh. Hello, thank you. Thank you. Oh my God, you guys are so nice. Wiener says hello. This is Wiener. Say hello to the people. Wave. Wave. Freezing in Ontario. Okay, that makes sense. 70 degrees in Houston. I guess I'm moving to Houston. Yes, Massachusetts, Chicago. Yes, very cold. It's 40 degrees here in Pittsburgh, and it's supposed to rain. Cold in Maryland. Hi. Hi, buddy. Thank you. Hello. He's using me as, I don't know what he's using me as. Hi. How's everyone? Okay, thank you. Can you sit down, please? Thank you. I don't want kisses right now. I do not want kisses right now. Thank you. He's a Yorkie Bichon. Yeah. Thank you. I'm so happy. Bless you. I'm so happy to be live with you guys. I had so much fun last week. Were any of you guys here last week? It's pouring rain. Oh, I love the rain. You guys were here last week? That's amazing. Thank you so much for tuning in again. It was just so much fun. Yeah. So I was like, we got to do it again. We got to do it again. Mm-hmm. Are you guys at work? Are you just starting your day? I think it depends on where you are. It's the end of the year, so I feel like most people are like, I'm at work, but the amount of work getting done, it's not as much. At least that's what's happening with me. I'm just not feeling it. Oh, thank you, Angela. I hope you found my small space video helpful. You took the day off to get some errands done? Yes. Pooja, it's rainy and windy in Chicago. I didn't know you lived in Chicago. I see you all the time on YouTube. Thank you so much for being here. Where's his sweater from? It's from Target. It's like the collection they did. Hello? Hello? Hello. It's the collection they did with like they had like a human version and a dog version, and he obviously has the dog version. And they only had like smalls and a human version, so I couldn't get it. Amber, it's been busy. I'm sorry it's been so busy. Thank you. I love Bob's Donuts. I also love that name. 40 degrees in Philly. I used to live in Philly. The weather there, it's cold there too. Alex, you're working from home. You had your office Christmas party last night. How was it? How was it? I've never been to an office Christmas party, but I love to see them in the movies. They always seem fun. Freezing in England, I believe that. Yeah, Pooja, I always thought you lived in like DC. I don't know why. That's just like what I got from your comments. I don't know. I make things up about people all the time when I'm reading the comments, like where I think they are from and what I think they do. Do you have a recommendation for a nightlight with charging station for a phone? But no, I don't, but I can do some research and see. You're decorating for Christmas. So are you, if for those of you who celebrate Christmas, are you decorating this year? I decorated and I took everything down because I wasn't feeling it. We have one little Christmas tree up, but that's it. That's it. I just was not feeling it. It was too much clutter. At this point in my life, if I could have a house that just has a sofa in it and a bed in it, I'd be good. I don't need any chairs. I don't need any rugs, anything. You're on lunch break. Yeah. No, not decorating. Yeah, I feel that. Hi, Malawi. What do you think about betting from CB2? I'm not a CB2 fan. I'm not. I think it looks really cool. I've never actually tried any of their betting, but in general, I'm not a fan of their stuff because I feel like the quality just isn't always there. You decorated every space. Okay, does that mean every space? Like, did you decorate the bathroom? I actually did decorate our bathroom, our powder room. I decorated that, but otherwise, not much. Rugs are work. Rugs are work. Rugs are so much work. Like the rug I have in our living room, I don't even like to I don't even like to tell people about it anymore because it sheds so much. It's just so much more work. So you went through all of that effort and took it down. So Christina, I will say that I put up my decor so early, just as like a part of my job. So I put it up in September. So now that it's December, I'm kind of over it. So I had it up for a decent amount of time, just like not the right time, if that makes sense. Yes, both bathrooms. Angela, I love that. I'd love to see it. D, Brooklyn is the best for bedding. It's a little pricey. Catch it when there's a sale. Yeah, I like Brooklyn and bedding. It's very good. I also use a brand from Amazon that I really like as well. I also am a huge fan of Calvin Klein sheets, and they tend to sell them at Costco. Like Mike Beauty, congratulations on your home. That's so exciting. That is a huge deal. That's totally fair that you're not decorating. You have more important things to focus on with your brand new space. Green Eyed Lady, bare minimum amount of Christmas decoration. I feel that. Richie, I'm struggling with wall art for my small bedroom and I don't want the room to look busy. So I always love to use like light strips as art because it gives you some lighting and it acts as art. You could always use some type of fun wallpaper instead of art so that it creates like a vibe without having to buy art or something like that. I can't. Our space is so small. I limit it to the rec room. Clutter gets on my nerves. I totally feel that, Carrie. Amber, congrats on moving into your first apartment. That's huge. Decorating it is going to be so much fun. Just take your time and it will come together. What colors do you recommend for a boy and girls room? The colors in my house are white with black accents. I think you can do literally any colors. I think green is always a great neutral color. It works for everyone, no matter what their style is. So obviously, therefore, it worked for a boy and girls room. Of course, you could do white, but I think white, you can always see like scuffs and stuff, and it's for kids. I don't feel like you should do that. And I think color is great for like a kid's room. Like my room growing up was actually rainbow. Like the ceiling was one color, one wall was a different color, all the walls were different colors, the trim was a different color. So maybe don't go that far, but. Adrian wants to know, what are some of the kitchen trends you're excited about in 2023? So I made a video on this, but a lot of my favorite trends have to do with storage. So I love that we're like kind of getting rid of the open shelving and stuff like that because I just don't think it's super practical. I love that we're getting like appliance garages and things like that just so that you can have a cleaner look. Those are some trends that I really appreciate in the kitchen. I think the all white kitchen is coming back and I'm not necessarily like excited about it, but it's to be expected. I think people love lots of color and love looking at it, but I think sometimes it gets old. But the same thing happens for white kitchen trend, the white kitchen trend as well. What I will always say about any trend is that everything is going to go in and out. Whether it goes out this year or it takes 2 years, it's going to go out and then it's eventually going to come back in. So just choose what you love and it will always at some point in time be relevant again. You want to know creative ways to divide a living space and dining space when there's a window in the exact center of their shared wall. So I'd love to see a picture of this. Let me try to imagine in my head. So your living space and dining space is a window in the center. So a good way to like visually divide it is to like make use of that window, put some curtains up, really amplify the fact that a window is there, and that will also help divide it. You also want to divide it using rugs, and you can also use a plant if you want to. Catherine, what light strip do you recommend? There's some light strips on Amazon that I really love. They're by like the brand Lamomo is what I would call it, and then Better Homes and Gardens by Walmart also has them. Sorry. There you go. Andy Candy, been obsessing over your advice and fun approach to design. Thank you. Representation matters. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I know my design style is it's a little bit more minimal and sterile than like a lot of design styles that are trending these days, but that's just what makes my heart happy. So I really appreciate you being here. Your childhood room was bright green. See, green is a great color. Latoya, any ideas for hanging art? I don't want to put nails in my walls because it's a brand new house, so scared. So if you really don't want to put nails in your wall, what you can do is you can actually get like peel and stick, like wainscoting or wainscoting, however you choose to say, depending upon where you live. And you can put some peel and stick wallpaper on the wall and you can actually frame it out like that. And it gives you the illusion of art piece. I know you're afraid of holes, but using the 3M hooks, that's not what they're called, but the 3M makes like these hooks. Oh, I wish I had one visible. The holes they make are so small that if you put like literally paint over it, you wouldn't even need spackle. They're so small. So you could try those. You could also always use command hooks. Pooja, you have a white boucle sofa and black coffee table. What kind of accent chair should I buy? I feel like you could have fun with the accent chair. So I was actually in a design meeting earlier today, and one of the big trends that companies are projecting are colorful accent chairs. So maybe introduce a color. You could introduce like a green or like an aubergine or something like that. Not something super in your face, but a little bit of color could be great in an accent chair. D, are you back to doing interior designing? So yeah, I am restarting like my interior styling services in the new year. So what I do is I interior style virtually in the first half of every year, and then I do my larger projects year long. So I'm restarting a virtual in January, and then I really want to do some more like quick weekend projects. I really, really love those. So I think that would be super fun. Linda, you now have an all-white kitchen. Love it. My kitchen is small and it seems more airy. Yeah, I totally agree. Like, I think all-white kitchens are great. I like all black kitchens. I like rainbow kitchens. I like all kitchens. I think it's all about how the kitchen makes you feel because I think the kitchen kind of sets the precedent for the rest of your home because it is the heart of the home. Grand millennial like my nightmare, but I appreciate those who can do it. Yeah, it's really difficult to achieve. I don't love it, but I am in awe of those who do it successfully. Hi, Anita. Hi, Anita in Ohio. Nice to meet you. Suggestions for maximizing storage in a small kitchen. Again, I think like getting appliance garages, being really on, and when I say garage, I mean appliance lift. I don't know why I said garage. Appliance garages are way too expensive. Please don't do that. So you can get appliance lifts. You can really look at yourself and say, hey, excuse me, what pots and pans do I actually use? You can get ones that stack, so they're stackable bowls, they're stackable cups, they're stackable pots and pans, things like that. Um, what else can I say? Those are like my main tips. You can always get things that kind of like stick on your backsplash and different types of risers. That's kind of where I'd start for a kitchen. But I actually just did an episode with Wayfair for my show Interior Motives. It was all about tiny kitchens. So I give tons of advice and specific products on what you could do to maximize space in a tiny kitchen. Um, Angela, favorite black curtain rods for large windows. I'll be honest, I only use curtain rods from IKEA for the most part. I've never found it necessary to buy more expensive ones. Are you going to do a favorite sofas video for 2022? So I feel like my favorite sofas are relatively the same as I actually posted it. Let me see what the video was called. I think it was like top sofas. My wife bought this like weird robot thing and it like walks around and it just scared me and the dog and it's coming. You can probably hear it. Yeah, so I made this video. It's called Best Sofas for Every Budget, and it's my top favorite sofas from least to most expensive. So all these sofas are also going to be popular this year. Hi, Kiva. Any advice for styling square coffee tables? So you want to use trays, and you want to have like two different areas. I feel like two different areas that you style, and then you also need to have empty space. That's what I like to stick to for square coffee tables and round coffee tables. How do you feel about grass cloth? Is it here to stay or throw away? Grass cloth has been in for such a long time. I love grass cloth. You see it in hotels all the time. It's relatively easy to clean. It's definitely here to stay. Jessica, I have matching furniture and can't purchase anything different now. How can I make my living room look less dated? So if you can switch out a rug, rugs tend to be really affordable, like on Amazon or Wayfair, something like that. Get a rug down to kind of refresh it. The thing with matching furniture sets is they are all one color. So if it can mix up the color and the pattern, sorry, the robot is having a hard time. If we can mix up the colors and the textures with a rug, that will really help. You can also add pillow covers and you can really mess with the arrangement. You can always pull apart furniture pieces and transplant them to different parts of your home and bring other things from other parts of your home to this place to kind of make them meld better. What's the best carpet/flooring color for gray walls? So it depends on if you want to amplify the gray or you kind of want to get rid of the gray vibes. Why is that light on in there? I'm afraid of so many things. I'm convinced someone's in my guest room, but I probably just left the light on. Any advice on the French modern style? I think reading magazines is really important for that and having tons of organic elements. I am well versed. Yeah, that's the episode for Tiny Kitchen. Yeah, you can just search Tiny Kitchen interior motives and it'll come up. Hello. Alex, my apartment has the ugliest brownish carpet throughout, and the walls are light beige. It's been a challenge to decorate around, but I'm slowly adapting and making it work. Your videos help me so much, Alex. I'm so happy to hear that. I'd love to see what you've done. Where'd you get those beautiful portraits behind you? Who's the artist? So the artist is Kadir Boli. Kadir is great. I got them from American Signature Furniture. They don't sell them anymore. Kadir does sell them now, but they're more expensive now that he sells them. But obviously, you get to support the artist directly. But that's who made them. It's the robot, it's messing with you, that's what I'm saying. I hate this robot. Um, and I want it to go back where it came from. But, like, I'm also like, robots are whatever, I don't need to get into that. I sound kinda silly. Any interior design tips to hide a cat litter box in a bedroom? See, we were talking about this, and I don't have a cat. I think people hide them really well under tables. I think that's always great when you can like kind of cut out a hole in a table or something like that for your cat to go in and out of. You can do really good IKEA hacks for cats. That tends to be the best way to go about it. Tina, hello, happy Wednesday. Right now, I'm gonna post a giveaway on Instagram. I'm doing a giveaway. So stay tuned for that. If you want any of the things, I'm doing like Amazon things because I did a bedroom makeover for my wife. If you haven't seen it, it's on YouTube. And I did almost everything from Amazon because I don't leave the house that much. So I'm going to share those things with you. How to hide our best place for a Roomba robot vacuum. So you can hide them, but I will say that they need to like move about. So I don't always recommend hiding them. Again, that's something I put the dock underneath like an open side table and have good decor on top, which kind of obscures what's going on down below. Yeah, that's so right. It does take such a long time to get a house together. And always remember that when people are online, let me say myself, when people are online sharing their homes, I could have spent months thinking about this, or, and when content creators, we work with brands, like the brands, and this is not right, but they'll send things to us first, right? So these things take a long time. It takes such a long time to find your vision, find the pieces, save up. Like design takes time, and it's okay if it's not at the forefront of your mind because honestly, I don't think that it should be. There's so many, more important things to focus on. Tips to style nested round coffee table. You want to make sure that there's empty space on both of them. Because when you have nested, it kind of serves like a lot of people have nested tables because they like to eat there as well. So have trays, have coasters, have candles, but also have empty space. Recommendations on a stylish luggage rack. No, but I'll look into that because that is a great question. Is the mid-century modern furniture colors trend fading out in the upcoming year? Erin, I don't think so. I think mid-century modern is really taking over because celebrities are really, 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 gravitating towards that. And when celebrities do it, people like to do it as well. Yolanda, do you do video consultation in the new year? The trendy pieces are cool, but where can I get sturdy furniture? I come from a long line of thickums and we need support. Great question. I always say, okay, so a lot of the time, metal-based furniture and actual wood-based furniture, not wood veneer furniture, tends to be the sturdiest. Go into the store and sit on that furniture. Go into the store, sit on the furniture, look up the weight limits, chat with the people online. That's what I like to do. I can't say any like hard and fast store has the most sturdy furniture. One store that has really great furniture is Our House, but I do understand that their furniture is super duper duper expensive. And I'm not going to negate that. So I think when it comes to bedroom stuff, if you want something really sturdy, get a metal bed base and get like a headboard or like a bed that fits around that bed base so you get something sturdy. When it comes to a sofa, you want to get a sofa that doesn't have really, really tall legs or like kind of like pencil legs or anything like that because you want that support. I think you can find things that are sturdy within every budget, within every design style. So those are the features you should look out for. Mrs. Burns, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much, Michelle. I'm glad that you found my last video useful. I just wanted to talk about cleaning away furniture because it's something that is near and dear to my heart. Mommy Key, thank you for saying you love my glasses. I need to get new glasses though, because every pair of glasses I have, they slide down like this. I've lost a little bit of weight in my face, and so they're sliding down, and I need to do something about that. What flooring should I go with when I'm going for lilac walls? I want it to feel light and I will be having dark bedding. I feel like a white oak would look really nice or something that has like that look to it. White oak is expensive, so you don't need to buy that. Can you recommend some dining chairs with low back? I have the Jagger chairs. They have a low back. I think they're really great. I want to amplify my gray walls and make them pop. What carpet color would work? Your Amazon Find videos always get me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm posting one tomorrow, so don't watch it then. Um, so carpet. Do you actually want to down carpet, or do you want to put on a rug? Yeah, that's a great point. There are great outdoor pieces that would be beautiful inside. Do you clean the house yourself or do you have a housekeeper? So I clean the house on a regular basis, and then we do have someone that does come twice a month to dust the places that I cannot reach. But otherwise, I do all the cleaning, which is why I have a myriad of cleaning products. But since our ceilings are so high, someone has to get on a ladder and do all of that stuff up there. Hi, Isabella. Hello in Denmark. Do you visit New York City at all? Yeah, I do visit New York City all the time. Okay, I will go to an optometrist. Thank you. I've gone to a few, and all my glasses keep sliding down. The black ones that I have, especially, they're plastic, so they don't have them. So I've tried to get them like tightened in, um, but we'll see. If I can get them fixed, I want to get them fixed because glasses are way too expensive. But I'm gonna post that on um, Instagram now. The giveaway. So I'm gonna give away the duvet that I always talk about, a set of bed pillows, and the mattress vacuum, and I'm gonna give those 3 things to 2 different people, which should be really fun. Yeah, no, I'm not trying to adjust anything myself. I don't trust myself, not one bit. Not one bit. I'm just reading it. I'm not being rude. I hate when people, like, are on live and they're on their phone. I'm just reading this so I can post it, and you guys should all, No, Tina, I don't hate to hear this. No, I love that. I wanna know how to fix it without having to buy new ones. I don't wanna buy new ones. They're way too expensive. I did it in 6 days, and it can Okay. This giveaway is not affiliated with Instagram or Amazon, and that's the winner of my IG story. Okay, I am posting it right now. So if you want to be entered in, you'll know. Giveaway. Share. All right, I just posted it. Thank you so much for saying you love my channel. I really, really appreciate that. What color curtain would you recommend for a neutral living room? A beige. Lizzie, I have a small kitchen. I do not know what to do with it. I just posted a video of it like this on Wayfair on my show Interior Motives. I did an entire dedicated video to tiny kitchens. I sat on the floor because I needed somewhere to put my computer, but my butt is falling asleep here. So we got to sit on the sofa. And I hit my head on the lamp. Very on brand. Is it a worldwide giveaway? It's a giveaway, unfortunately, just in the United States, just based off of where these things ship. Would you recommend an all-white color scheme to freshen up a very small bathroom? No, I don't think doing all white always like makes the space look bigger or fresh. I think you should have fun with the bathroom. Recommend LED chandeliers. I don't really like LED chandeliers, if I'm being honest. So I can do some research and see if I think there are some good ones. Do you have a place you'd like to purchase art prints? I just set up a gallery wall and all my frames are empty. I want to fill with art prints that are beautiful and affordable. So Dan Hobday on Etsy is really fantastic. Should we invest in Pottery Barn faux branches? So I would say honestly, yes. They just have the best faux branches in the world. They are really expensive though, but I've had mine for going on a year. They've never broken or anything like that. Um, yeah, Pottery Barn's the best place. Target has actually really, really started elevating their faux game, though. I will say that. You copied your moss dough bowl and it looks gorgeous. What did you do with it for the holiday season? Thank you. I'm glad you like it. It looks the same in the holiday season, but you could definitely put some ornaments in it. Are you doing any art yourself? Yeah, I am working on an art piece right now. Keep, I live in an old house and still have radiator covers. Would you recommend removing them and exposing the radiator or just keeping them covered? I actually really like the way radiators look. I think that they're really cute. So I would probably leave them exposed myself. Yes, second live in a week. I was so nervous to go live on YouTube, but it's fun. So like, why not? And I think it's so important that we're like able to connect. And if you hear my phone again, it's just the giveaway. So it's just going off. It's in the United States only. I'm giving away 3 things to 2 people. They're some of my favorite products that I talk about all the time. Do you have any decluttering tips? Yes, my first tip is to ask yourself whether you've used something in the last 6 months. That is tip number 1. That's the most important thing. No, that's where we'll start because I feel like that's the hardest part. How would you style a reclining chair? I'd put a lumbar pillow on it. I'd put a throw on the arm, and I'd put a lamp behind it. An adjustable lamp too, so that if you're reclining, you go back, you can pull the lamp further down to light your book or whatever it is. Like McBeauty, I'm trying to peel and stick the walls in my guest bathroom, and maybe it's just me, but I'm struggling. Any tips to help me out? Totally okay. It's can be super difficult. I get the Bona mop, so like literally like a Swiffer mop, and I use that to spread it out on the wall. Real talk. Brittany, you want to know the best toy storage ideas? The IKEA Kallax is always a good one. A lot of my clients use that with just like more modern bins in them. I think that is always great. Another good way to store toys if you have like an entertaining room and you don't have a sofa that's super low to the ground is to get those pull-out drawers that you can kind of put under a bed, put it under your sofa, and you can roll them out with the different toys. Jessica, where did you post the giveaway link? It is just my Instagram. I just posted a post of a bedroom that I made over, and all the information is there to enter the giveaway. If you guys want to know something really, really funny about me is whenever I'm like filming anything, I like burp a ton because I speak so quickly and I'm gonna go, speak slower. I can't. And I burp. So when I went to Nashville to film my show from Wayfair, I walked into the studio and I was like, look, I've just met you. You've just met me, but I burp a lot. So every time we were doing something, I'd be like, all right, guys, we have to stop. I have an A-frame apartment and wondering how to decorate a triangle-shaped closet. Peel and stick wallpaper or any type of wallpaper. You can put some type of chandelier coming down the middle that you kind of light with a puck light or a battery-operated light bulb. And you can do art on the sides, but I think wallpaper is enough. Opinion on putting a rug on top of an ugly carpet. I love that idea. That's a fantastic, amazing, wonderful idea. Where do you keep your fur babies' beds? Okay, so my dog runs this household, so they're everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. I think he has like 5. Our house is not that big. He has like 5. They sit wherever, but he likes to sit on the sofa. Yes. Do you have any recommendations for hanging heavy mirrors in a powder room? I have plumbing in the middle of my wall, and I would have liked to use a 70-pound wall anchor. So 3M, what are they called? Let me look up what they're called. 3M. This is so embarrassing for me that I don't know what it's called because I use them all the time. 3M hanging hooks. What are they called? 3M claws. 3M claws. So they have one that does up to 75 pounds, I think. So you can actually just put wire on the back of whatever it is, and you can hang it like that if you want to. But it depends on if you want it to be flush. If you want it to be flush, you're gonna just have to use liquid nails. You'd like it to be the goth glam jewel box. I love the way you describe that. Any thoughts on how to make sure it's still bright enough for guests to check their makeup slash personal appearance? So add fun lighting. So I don't know if you've ever seen my powder room, but I added a ton of like battery operated lighting to keep it bright in there, even though I went with dark wallpaper. So literally paint that powder room black. Live out your goth dreams and have mirrors in there. So you said jewel tones are things that like have a shininess to them so that it can reflect the light that you put. So put a lamp on the toilet basin, put some shelves in there, put a lamp there or illuminate a vase. Do things like that so that people can still see. And switch out your overhead lights, like your vanity lights. That will also help. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Look at CB2 now and look at Lush Rat. Tell me what you think. Is it worth the price? Can you find better? Okay, I'll open it right now. CB2 luggage rack. Do you mean, let me do not disturb my phone so we can look together. Do you mean this one? If you mean this one, this is $300, which is just like a lot of money for acrylic. I wouldn't get this one. I really wouldn't. I would get a wooden one because they're just more durable. How do you keep your fur babies from being on the couch? Eric, I'm sorry. My dog is literally sitting on the couch right now. He is everywhere. But you can always, I mean, performance fabric does help with some of the fur. You can get a mattress vacuum. There's like a thing called a Furminator. They have that like at the groomer, but they also have like a vacuum that works for that. But I don't know how to stop them. You can always get like designated throw pillows that like are dog friendly for you, but kind of block them from being on the sofa proper. Jesse, you have a bay window in your bedroom, but it's sloping, so I can't sit on it or store anything on it, and the gap is not big enough to install a shelf. It's been driving me wild. Okay. Can you DM me a picture of that on Instagram? I'd love to see it. Melanie wants to know, how should I light a long hallway? Oh, I wish I had them with me right now. So I'll show you a picture. Amazon peel and stick. Let's see if I can find them with ease. I didn't. Let me go to my orders and I can show them to you. I think I ordered this on my own Amazon. If not, I have to go into my wife's Amazon. No, I have it here. So this is the Kupala LED reading light. So it's literally battery, it's USB charged, it's peel and stick. So you could put this over like artwork or something like that in a hallway to light it without having to do any wiring. You could also put in pendants if you have like can lights. We had can lights and we just got the converter kit and we converted them ourselves. You can also use battery operated picture lights as well. Can you recommend quality bathroom rugs match? Thank you for the pro bono advice. Of course. I use an earth bath mat. So it's just a stone bath mat. And when you put water on it, the water just evaporates. I have it on my storefront. That's what I use because I literally couldn't stand it. Let's see. Let's see if I have a picture of how it works. I think I have a video. Oh yeah. If you don't mind looking at Instagram via my phone, I'll show you a video. Because I could not find a good looking one. I actually found a bunch from Hearth and Hand that I love, but they still got kind of gross. So look at this bath mat. Here's me. And you can watch all the water evaporate. You see that? And so in like 5 minutes, it's like completely dry. Can you repeat the art store on Etsy? Yeah, I'll type it in the chat. Rima, that's a beautiful name, by the way. I have a 3-seat recliner and low-seat recliner with TV console and TV on one side, but I'm not sure how I can make it look more contemporary, modern. Pillows, rug, lighting, decor. It's all about accessorizing and like layering on top of your base pieces. I think a lot of people are like, oh, recliners are out. I own a sofa that reclines. Recliners don't have to be out. You just have to accessorize them. And I think a lot of the times people don't accessorize them because you're always moving them about. So that's why I said choose a lumbar pillow and not like a big pillow like this, because this is uncomfortable to sit on, whereas a lumbar pillow just fits in, your lumbar spine. So it's different. Brooke, we have a guest bedroom at our smaller house for when people come up to visit, but we use a closet for storage and have it as a part-time office. How about we make it multifunctional but cozy for guests? So I actually have a whole YouTube video on this on how to have a multi-purpose space, Brooke. So I recommend checking that out. I really go in depth on how to do this. Hi, Kiva. Come help me in Cleveland. Yeah, I'm happy to help anyone anywhere. Kiva, save me. Oh no, why do you need to be saved? Let's see. You live in a basic apartment, ugly brown carpet. I have nice light gray curtains, new charcoal couch, a white wood TV stand, a nice black lamp. What rug color and end tables can go with this? So you have a wooden TV stand, you said. I would like to see some type of metal in there if you're into contemporary, like modern design, kind of like I am, to kind of mix it up. Like a metal or no, I want metal, not or anything. I would like to see some metal in there. Um, ugly brown carpet. I would probably do a lighter color for the rug. So you could do a light gray, you can do a white and gray. I think that would be nice, but do something modern with a pattern. Don't do something super basic. Any suggestions on how to hang curtains on small bay windows when most small curtain rods are too long? I'd have to see a picture. Hi, Kiva. I've been looking high and low to find a black hanging chandelier that you have in your powder room. I know you said you got yours from Ross, but are you able to find a similar one to post? Yeah, I can definitely do that, Carmen, for sure. Anyone have any experience with Castlery furniture? So I actually, sorry, you see my glasses. I keep touching my face. It's awful. I actually did a room makeover for my friend with Castlery. I partnered with them, and the furniture is holding up so well. I actually went to visit him this weekend, so I think it had been at least 3 months since I installed it. And they go hard on their furniture. They have a big dog. They're always entertaining. The furniture looks great. It's in a fantastic condition. So I really like it. And I do love how they ship things. So everything comes in like individual boxes. There's not too much fluff or anything like that. Really great instructions. So I really love Castlery. Thank you so much for sharing. Of course, of course. Like Mike Beauty. So we are friends. So you can tell everyone that we're friends. Seriously. Seriously. Like honestly, if any of you live in Pittsburgh and you ever see me out, say something, we'll grab dinner, we'll go do something. Who doesn't need more friends? You guys are my real friends. I'm so glad you come to me for your design solutions though. I appreciate that. You have mentioned a brown granite looking sticker on mom dressers. Can you show me some suggestions on Amazon of what you mean? A brown granite looking sticker. Could you give me more clarity there? Sorry, I've said it, but I've forgotten. So can you remind me what I was talking about? I talk about a lot of things. Um, it'd be cool to have a video on table scopes for the holiday. That's a great idea. I can do that. I will say Rebecca Robeson probably has that, and she is fantastic, and I trust her more than any designer on the planet. Do you think Wayfair will ever have a brick and mortar store? I'm not sure. So All Modern now does. So I would imagine that it is in the works for Wayfair as well, but I do not have any secret insight whatsoever. If they're working on it, they did not tell me. Are you still able to help people long distance? Yeah, starting in January. First pick one. What are you getting from Castlery? I'm looking for a swivel chair for my bedroom. Any recommendations? I love yours, but I cannot do white. So I also have the Pelton ones from our house. They're good but pricey. The ones that I got from Wayfair, they come in other colors. So that's a boucle one, but the non-boucle version comes in gray, yellow, and blue, I believe. Those are great. I do have another one though. They change the name on it all the time. So let's see if the name is still the same. Chaplin swivel chair Wayfair. This is one my clients use all the time, and they were always like, "Kiva, like, stop putting this restoration hardware stuff in my like thing. It's too expensive." And I was like, "It's not restoration hardware. It's from Wayfair," which we love to see. I love that. And if any of you are commenting on Instagram, I'm not responding. I'm not responding because I'm talking to you here. So it is what it is. I will respond later though. I just want to focus on you, and then I'll go over there. Okay, so this is one. This is the Bennett swivel chair. It's also kind of expensive. It's $550. It does go on sale all the time though. So whenever All Modern has their next sale or Wayfair, check this one out. My clients really like this chair. It comes in so many different colors. Yeah. Then This one, the Donovan. This is a huge fan favorite. Quality is great. The fabric feels luxe. It comes in blue, charcoal, golden, and oatmeal. So those are two really good swivel chairs. When would you use black curtains in a house with black and white decoration? Anytime you want. Anytime you want. Hi, Kim. I'm so happy that you have the day off. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate your kindness. Your homework is to research a luggage rack and mention it. All right, let me take a screenshot of that. You can hold me to it. It might not be in my next YouTube video, but my next live, I will come prepared. Do you have any experience with floor tiles? Do you mean like peel and stick ones or just like installing floors? Oh, yes. Okay, yes. I did add gold peel and stick stickers. So I did that. I just found gold contact paper on Amazon. That's all I did. I didn't use anything special. You bought an oversized chair, Charles, from Albany Park. Do you like Albany Park? I've never actually worked with them before. Floor carpet brand tiles. No, I've never worked with them, or I'm not familiar with them. Hi, Kiva. Do you have any ideas for setting a long hallway outside of art? So, outside of art, okay, I think art is actually really good for hiding the thermostat and the doorbell. You could always put mirrors, a mirror with like a semi-decent frame. You can put mirrors. A hall of mirrors is always really beautiful. Um, I think if you have bold light fixtures in the ceiling, you don't need art either. What color curtains should be used in black and white decoration? It depends. I love green. I love grayish. I think ivory is also good. You can do white, but I think white can be too stark sometimes. I'm so glad that the swivel chair is working for you, Charles. That's amazing. Any blue or green paint color recommendations for a moody room? So I actually have a green paint by Benjamin Moore that I'm thinking about using for a project. So let me see what it's called. I only use Benjamin Moore paint. So I'm sorry if you're a fan of Sherwin, but I only use Benjamin Moore paint. The color Chimichurri by Benjamin Moore, I'm a huge fan of. Any recommendations on a bedroom bench? You want to sit on one looking out the window. Oh, tell me more about your room. Okay, you're stuck between 3 sofas. Let me look up all these sofas. What is the brand? I'm glad you like my floor tiles. My husband insists on displaying action figures in the dining room. What do I do? What kind of action figures? And I know you're like, why are you asking me that? There is a method to my madness. Cream sofa, Afrocentric pillow on sofa, but can't figure out what color drapes. Like a rust color could always be good for something like that. I do not like 3D panels. I like peel and stick. Okay, Castlery brand. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I asked you the question and I got confused. Let me look them up. Remy sofa Castlery. Okay, that's the Remy. The Remy, the Pebble, and then the Adams. Okay, I would say, not that you asked my opinion, but the Remy's my favorite. Superhero Pokemon. So I feel like the best way to make action figures look cool is to put them in a shadow box and light those shadow boxes. Like if we're gonna do it, let's do it well. I feel like if there's like fun lighting, it can kind of distract from the action figures, which it seems like you might benefit from. What kind of curtains? What kind of fabric do you recommend for curtains? I really like linen curtains and I like velvet curtains. I'm not a huge fan of cotton curtains, if I'm being honest. Do you have any modern boho design tips on a budget, mainly for the living room and a small bedroom? Outdoor rugs tend to be cheaper. You always want to use those in boho anyway because of the texture. Um, Bring things from the outside indoors as decor. That's free. And what rooms would you recommend wood paneling? Like a media room, an office, like a smaller space. I think when you have like the wood paneling on a huge wall, it's a little bit overwhelming. Because I need to finish editing tomorrow's YouTube video. It is I think it's like 33 best Amazon products of this year. And I go through so many products. So many. And I need to finish editing it. But I'm really excited. You can see my enthusiasm through the screen. You put a sofa in front of the window, do the layout, but now it feels bland. Yeah, no, I feel you. I feel you. Replacing curtains is really expensive though, so I'd probably say add some color like via a rug or whatever you're putting on your sofa, because you have tall ceilings. I know that those curtains were expensive, and I don't want you to, have to spend any more money than you have to. I'm glad you guys are excited for the video. I'm glad you're excited. I think I'm gonna try posting at a different time. I like to watch YouTube, like, in the morning, but I post my YouTube videos in the afternoon, and I'm like, "Maybe I'll try something new." But when's the best posting time for you guys? Mm. Yeah, let me know if you like the sofa. That is definitely my favorite one of the ones that you suggested. And then after this, I have to go to Whole Foods because we don't have any eggs, and I need to make some Caesar dressing because we got a bunch of lettuce from Costco, and it's gonna go bad, and I need to make some salad. When you first get a client inquiry, what are your first steps to ensure you understand their style and design goals? So it depends. If you're talking about like a full service client, we'll have like a full meeting where I'm just kind of like, what do you like? What do you envision for yourself? Because I think there's more that goes into it besides like, oh, what's your design style? It's like, do we mesh as people? Can I help you trust me and my design vision? But I have a lot of my clients take like a style quiz. So I have one in my drive that I send to my clients that I made, and it's just a design quiz. And it's like, what do you gravitate towards in this photo? What are the elements that you like, so that I get a gauge of their design style. I also require my clients to either make their own Pinterest board or look through the Pinterest boards that I provide and rank them just so that I have a better idea. And I know you're probably like, oh, you're making your clients work. I need to know what you like so that I can make your dreams come true. Because if I don't know what your vision is, it's going to take longer than it needs to, right? And you're going to be more uncomfortable for a longer period of time. And I don't ever want that. I hope that answered your question. If you have any other questions, let me know. Morning, you watch YouTube when you have your coffee. Okay, now I know. Amazing. Thank you, Kim. No, I wanna do things that work for you guys. Evening after work. You've been using your bedroom layout for my renovations. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you're having them, finding them helpful. I guess those are on my Pinterest. Thank you, Bedina. Yeah, so I told you guys my sister-in-law wanted our sofa, so, I'm gonna put it in her house while she's actually on vacation next week. Don't tell her. I'm doing it behind her back, and I'm gonna like fix up her house and stuff because she's been busy, and it's just not something she's had time to do. So I'm gonna do that while she's out of town. So our sofa's here. It's just the same sofa we had before, the plush from Value City Furniture, but it is in performance fabric and bright white. Thank you for saying you're proud of me. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Monique, you ripped out your carpet and I want to replace it with hardwood floors. What do you suggest if you're on a budget? There is nothing wrong with vinyl. That's what I'll say if you're on a budget. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Just get a bunch of samples and lay them down on the floor and see kind of what speaks to you. Most of the time, if you have inspiration pictures, you can bring them to the store and they can help you. I would say don't go to like Home Depot though. Like go to a proper like tile and flooring store because there are just more options. I love Home Depot, but you just want to have as many options as possible. Yeah, I definitely help people long distance. I help people via my virtual design sessions. Last year, my virtual design sessions did not include sourcing, and I'm still thinking about whether or not they will this year, just because of like the availability of furniture. I think it was very discouraging for people being like, okay, we had this call and I'm not going to get the furniture for 8 months. But I think things are getting better. So we'll see. Catherine, thank you for joining. Guys, did you hear the robot? Oh, I can't stand this robot. Thank you. It is at one. The damn robot. Um, any recommendations for arranging plants in your family room? Put them on surfaces. Don't put them on the floor. Thank you so much for saying you love my channel. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Charles, is there a formal term that mixes industrial and mid-century modern? I gravitate towards those. I like modern, but sometimes it feels too sterile. So I don't think there needs to be a formal term. I think you could just say industrial mixed with MCM. I think you just mean like warm industrial is probably how I'd put it, unless you mean like the shapes of mid-century modern. You can't find the design sessions now because they aren't available right now. So they're not on my website, but they will be in January. So I will change my description box at that point in time. Any more ideas about your big news of Vice City Furniture? So yeah, I am becoming one of their style experts. So you will see my face in places, and they have a brand called Designer Looks. So I'm helping them with that to get the looks look for less. What accent colors do you recommend for black and white decoration? I love gold. Silver is also fine if you don't like gold. I think green is nice. I love burgundy. I think they work as well. Now with the Rummy sofa, any accent color ideas, especially the wood frame? Let me reopen it. I sent my like manager, someone who helps me with like being a content creator. I sent him a holiday gift, but it was like, is this a gift? And I marked yes. And I thought it was gonna let me like send a note, and it didn't. So now he's just gonna have random things show up at his front door. But I hope he understands. I sent him a text and I was like, sorry. And I went to send it in a card, but it took such a long time. I mean, it took such a short time for the luggage to get there. I thought I had more time, but now it's getting delivered today, and I did not write the card yet. Okay, so are you getting it in the mineral or in the ebony? In the mineral, I think the mineral gives you more options when it comes to accent colors. Charles, thank you so much. I'm glad you find my channel inspiring. I think I'm really pivoting back to being more budget focused here on my channel. So I hope you guys are along for the ride. Ah, thank you. I love Bob's Donuts. I appreciate that. What is your name? Is it Bob? I would assume not because you love Bob's Donuts, but maybe you make donuts and you love your own donuts. I'm not sure. Jackie, so how's the quality of that sofa? If the quality is really good, have it reupholstered, seriously, because they just don't make furniture like that anymore. The first thing you see when you walk in my home is a doorless doorway that opens into an ugly kitchen. Would it look okay to what do you put on a door and then put a big mirror on it? I feel so when you put a mirror right in front of a door, it can kind of be off-putting. So I'm not sure that that is a solution. So what about the kitchen makes it ugly? I feel like that's what we need to dive into. Sarah, okay. Sarah, I'm glad you like Bob's Donuts. Thank you for being so kind. Is this going to be a weekly chat? Maybe. I don't know if we can have like a set time. I will say that I'm very like I've been called to do this now, so I'm going to do it type of person. Um, And I think midday is just like when I'm the most talkative, but we can try and set like monthly ones that are like a set day of the month, like the last Friday or something like that. Amazing. Carmen, so let me see if all you see is the side of the fridge. So would you ever like decorate the side of the fridge? Emily Reina, I think she did this. She actually used her Cricut to like kind of cut out some vinyl to put a design on the side of the fridge. Carmen, let me see where you are. Sorry if I missed your question. I'm scrolling up. Carmen, where is it? Carmen, I don't see your question here. Would you mind re-asking it? I'm scrolling. Do you guys primarily use YouTube or do you use like all the different social medias? Like, are you on TikTok? Are you on Twitch? I feel like a lot of people that I talk to that watch YouTube just use YouTube. But I feel like Instagram and TikTok, people use both of them if they use one. I feel like I go to the platforms for different things. I go to YouTube to like watch TV. Yeah, it is a whole world. I sit down as kind of like a television show. Whereas Pinterest. Pinterest. I love Pinterest. Do you have a Pinterest that we should follow? I am always in awe of Pinterest creators. Roman shades are definitely timeless, 100%. You'll never use TikTok. That's super fair. Just mainly YouTube and Twitter a lot, rarely on IG. Do you use Twitter for the news? I only use Twitter for news. I don't use it for anything else. YouTube and sometimes Instagram. When following your content, oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Primarily YouTube would have all the others. Yeah, I feel like people who watch YouTube, it's just like their TV, right? Whereas like TikTok, like I go to TikTok for like mindless scrolling. I feel like I go to YouTube like for information a little bit more. And I'm not insulting TikTok because I post on TikTok, so I'd be insulting myself. I just think you want something more quick there. You guys, I really don't want to go to the grocery store. I really don't because it's too cold outside. But I gotta go. Do you use room dividers? No. Can you do a video about not painting a mid-century modern fireplace? I could talk about that. What the heck is happening with Pinterest? Why is every other pin an ad? I've never noticed that, but that's fair. I'll look into that because I feel like that's probably true. DoorDash those groceries? No. I don't think I've ever DoorDash anything. Is there any way to improve the look of a home that is full of honey oak trim? I like honey oak. We consider painting the trim, but I've decided to roll with it until we move into a new home, looking for ways to update. I think it has to do with what you put on the floor. So if you put a rug on the floor, if you paint the walls, right, you want to choose a color that either upplays that color or downplays it. So if you don't like how warm the honey oak is, put something that's cool in proximity to it. Tips for attic rooms. It depends on how finished the attic is. But make it bright and make it cozy because I feel like attics are the opposite of that. And then add a lot of lighting. Yeah, no, I'll definitely do a tour when it's fully done. I have to finish making the art for the walls. I'm going to have this art, but I'm also making some other wire art, like I told you. So I will show you when it's done. And there is going to be like a full home tour. That's not going to be on my own channel, but it will be out in the world. So I'll share it with you guys when it is live. Thank you so much. Yeah, my art project is a daunting one. So I had to take a break because I was cutting up my hand so much. And then you like wear gloves, but I can't work with a wire in the right way. I think I should have found non-industrial wire, but it's what I bought. Your bed frame is cream. You want a girly, elegant look. I'd say get a duvet that has a hotel border. Then choose sheets that are the same color as that border, but not the same color as the duvet. So the duvet should be white with a border. And then choose sheets that are the same color as the border. Then add pillows on it. You want the bottom pillows to probably be the same color as the sheets and the top pillows to be the same color as the duvet. Then for a throw, you want to find a throw that has some texture in it that pulls that color from those pillows or introduces a color that's elsewhere in your not your living room, in your bedroom. That's kind of how I go about it. Carmen, okay, what kind of decor can I put in my dining room? One wall has pictures and pottery from my country, but the opposite wall is empty and I don't know what to put. I'll appreciate any ideas. So I would probably put like a console or something like that, and then you can put two more art pieces above it, or you can kind of lean some art on it. I think a console would be a good start with a plant, and then balance that plant out with maybe two layered pieces of art on the other side. Florence, you get overwhelmed with decorating. You and me both. It just takes time. Always remember the rule of three. That is like the best tip I can give you. Because once you group three items, you're like, okay, that. Let me move on to the next three. Because I feel like when you just have one thing, or you put two things together and you're like, oh, it's off. It's normally just that the grouping is not correct. And always stagger things in terms of height, color, and texture when you can. I think there are two Carmens in here. And a 10 by 10 dining, what kind of table? Debating between rectangular or oval. I would still do rectangular. I really would. What's the most impractical design trend you're noticing become popular? So I find there are a lot of sofas that have like way too many ridges or way too much tufting in them. They seem uncomfortable. So the thing that people didn't like about the cloud sofa is that it looks frumpy if you don't fluff it, but it's comfortable. You know what I mean? And I feel like comfort has become less and less of a priority in design, and that just doesn't make sense to me. Like I want to be able to sit on my sofa for 12 hours if I want to. I want it to be comfortable enough for me to do that. Guys, it's so cold. It's so cold. And today, fun news, good news. Hello, hello, hello. Fun news is I texted my handyman. I found this handyman I posted on Instagram. Someone who lived in Pittsburgh DM me this guy, and I texted him, and now we're just like, he's just like a part of my life. Like I feel like I need to send him a holiday card. I texted him this morning to get on his list for a bathroom renovation. So I'm really, really excited. I'm really excited. Hi, I'm great. How are you? All right, let's see. Did it get delivered? Where is the update? In case anyone's wondering, I sent him luggage because he did so much traveling this year. I sent him nice luggage so that should he travel again, he'll have cute matching luggage to go with him. Because this year was the first year I ever invested in luggage because I started traveling a lot for work, and it was amazing. Coffee or tea? What's your go-to? Both. I drink a lot of both. You're embarrassed to have friends come over to visit. The condo is small yet costs a lot of money. Every time I try to get something new for the apartment, it still looks like a college dorm. So find your style. Find your style first, and then work on making it fit in the space. I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, my space is small, so I have to decorate in a way that is like conducive to a small space. So I'm going to be really minimal, or I'm going to do like mid-century, but that's not the case. Find your style, and then you can make it work. Thank you. Yeah, it'll probably be a series, the bathroom renovation. I'm going to come up with the concepts and ideas, but I'm not going to DIY really anything. I might do some painting, but that's it because I want it done super well so that when we move, we're going to move in a few years. I just want it to be in the best condition for selling. Best place for affordable rugs, you can get Loloi rugs. What's a good floor color if I do black cabinet, white top, and dark green at backsplash? Theme is dark boho for San Juan, Puerto Rico. Oh my God, that sounds like an amazing place, and I would love to visit. Do you want to do tile floors? If it's near the beach, I feel like tile is kind of what you need to do. Is that what you're thinking? No space for microwave and only my counter. Is there any idea for microwaves when you have no space for it and you really use it? Does it have to be out? Because if not, you could put it on a bar cart and wheel it. You're thinking vinyl. Okay, let's look it up. Waterproof I don't know. I just when someone says beach, I think tile. So I saw tile in my head, but that doesn't mean vinyl wouldn't look good. Let's see. I'm clicking on it. Yeah, that's why I feel like you could wheel the microwave about. Okay, you said dark green backsplash. Okay. So I feel like you could do like a herringbone. I think that could be really cool for the floors. And I would do like a really, really light oak that has some gray in it, just so it's a little bit cool. Okay, you want to know how you find a contractor. The best way to find a contractor is to ask around, like 100%. And I know that that's not like the best answer, but obviously you can look on like the Blue Book, you can look on Yelp, look for contractors, you can reach out to them, but you always want to styling large pieces of crystals. Okay, I'm sorry that I didn't get back to that. I apologize. I will address that in a second. But when you find a contractor, you want to get like multiple of them, and you want them to bid, to, for your business. Um, and you want to find out like what their time like is like, how they work, are they really loud when they work, things like that. It's really good to know. Yeah, you want to make sure that they're licensed. You want to do a lot of research on them, and you want to make sure that they have good reviews. Like you should take the step to talk to somebody who has worked with them before. So, styling large pieces of crystals, you always want to bolster the crystal because I feel like a crystal just on a tabletop, it gets lost. You always want to put like a book underneath of it to really, really, really put it up. Yeah, it needs to be on display. You could also get honestly like a stand for crystals to help display it in that way. And you want to stagger them in terms of height. So you want a tall one, a medium one, and a small one all together or something like that. You don't want them to be all the same size because then it becomes really, really, really overwhelming. Babe just texted me. She's on her last patient of the day. Very exciting. Let's look it up. Let's look up a picture. Crystal styling. And I'm always so sorry. I try my best to get back to absolutely everyone, but I just don't always do it. Do you want to keep all your crystals together or can they be spread out through your home? What color pillows should I get for couches in living room? Mango wood TV stand, black refrigerator, medium brown kitchen, shape of pillows or textures, um, earth tones for what you just said. I think you should definitely experiment with texture, experiment with tassels, experiment with boucle. Can you do a vignette video? Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, babe is the best. She's the best. How do you disguise your musical gear? I don't think you should disguise it. I think you should mount it. Okay. Yeah, you gotta stagger them. Um, let me think. You could also always put them on shelves. I think shelves help. So you can have crystals on the shelves, you can have other decorative accents, you can have layered art, you can have books. I think that's a great way to display them. So they could all still be on that one like shelving unit, but they are staggered. My hubby and I can't agree on furniture. We're battling about a big leather sofa in the den. Um, why does it need to be leather? I love leather. I just want to know. I thank you, Suzanne. I appreciate that. I have a small piece of antique crystal. It doesn't fit with new eclectic style and lives in a closed cabinet in the garage. I'm sorry. Thank you so much. It just comes with time and working with clients, Sahara. Um, yeah, just just start. And I think it's also really important to be like, hey, I got to think about this for a second. Or this idea isn't really good, but let me share it with you and maybe I'll come up with a better idea. I don't know if any of my like clients are in this call, but it's very conversational. And I'm like, I don't know. Or let me think about this and I'll send you an email. All right. So let me look up the flooring that you send. Madison Mill. All right, let's see. I think that could be nice. I will say it has like more variation in it that kind of reads farmhouse, but I do like the gray elements. Yeah, how do I get to mount an amp on the wall? So I'd have to do some research on that. I've seen it done, but I don't know off the top of my head, but that is just what I would imagine mounting something like that. If you couldn't find a proper like amp mount, which I'm sure they make, but whatever, what you could do is you could get some type of shelf that is just like aligns with the weight limit of the amp, and you can have the things on the shelves kind of staggered, and you can do some cable management. Brick fireplace. Yes, you should do a mirror. If you don't want to make your bay window a seating area, like you don't want anyone to sit over there ever, you don't want it to be like a breakfast sitting area. Oh, excuse me. Do you have any suggestions on good places to find full-size carpets, area rugs? Rugs USA, All Modern, Wayfair, and Leloy. Leather because he likes it. I don't like sliding down chairs. I feel like leather. People are always like, "I need leather in the den," but I think there are a lot other ways to make a den feel cozy besides with leather. So tell your husband that. And if he has beef, he can come talk to me. My apartments have new owners, and they're going to paint them agreeable gray walls, doors, and baseboards in white. I'm thinking of buying a new sofa and TV stand. What color do you recommend? Like for the sofa? Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, so my couch is performance fabric. My last couch and this current couch, they're both performance fabric. And I am always doing something. I always have paint on my hands. I spill something all the time. My wife spills everything, everything. And performance fabric really just saves the day. You don't need to do leather because of your doggo. My dog sits on this couch all day long. He doesn't shed, but dogs, my sister-in-law's dog, it sheds. He sheds, and he's always on the sofa, and it's not a problem. I would just put really good curtains in your bay window then. How do you decorate around shutters? So I never put drapes around shutters. Um, I think you just use art and stuff like that to accessorize the walls. You do not have to have coffee tables, but you should have some type of table, so a side table. Okay, I will definitely check out your YouTube channel. Yeah, so we are definitely gonna move in the next few years. You guys know I have like autoimmune issues, and being in the heat helps one of my many issues. So we would probably move somewhere down south where it's a little bit warmer, or I guess to California. But California is just too expensive and too fast for like the type of life I like to live. You do not miss Giant Eagle? Yeah, Giant Eagle is awful. Thank you. No, I'm sick like for the rest of my life. It is what it is, but being in warm places just feels so much better on my joints. So I would love to live somewhere warmer. Come to Puerto Rico. I've never been to Puerto Rico, but I would like to visit for sure. I have a lot of friends who are actually from there. Okay, so Carmen, you wanted to know what color sofa? You need to do. Please don't do gray. You could do white. You could do blue. Um, those are the only colors I would probably say. I'm sorry, guys, that I keep yawning. I'm tired. I've been waking up really, really early for absolutely no reason. You can brighten things up with art. I think art really, really helps. Yeah, California is expensive. DC is cool. Yeah, I actually grew up in Baltimore City, so I do like DC. I think DC is still a little too like fast paced for me. I just really like slow living, and I feel like slow living is what we really have here in Pittsburgh. I could see myself maybe moving to Nashville or something like that. Um, we'll see. I feel like Florida's probably what end up. I have so many of my clients live in Florida, so I'll just move down there and be with them. But I think I'm actually gonna wrap up the live now, mostly because I need to take the dog for a walk, just kind of like last time. What's the best retailer for drapes? Um, it depends. It depends. I think Pottery Mart makes really great drapes if you're not doing custom. Yeah, you understand the heat thing. Yeah, I'm sorry. I hope you live somewhere warm. You do interior design for Airbnbs? I want to. Yeah, I actually watched someone who on TikTok who's really motivated me to kind of push my creative boundaries and like kind of get more into the nitty gritty. So we'll see. But thank you guys so much for joining me today. I had so much fun. I will see you all next week. And if I don't see you next week, have a wonderful holiday. And I'll see all of you though tomorrow on YouTube for my Amazon best of video. So I will see you guys then. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate all of you and have a wonderful, beautiful rest of the day. Bye bye.